put on mascara for this, so it better be worth it. Hey guys, so I'm still in Cabo, as you can see, and today I thought I would make a video that I don't know how I'm gonna put it together because of copyright, but I wanted to make a video kind of showing my favorite songs, music that I like, things like that. I guess I should say I like lots of kind of music, but also not lots. It's like specific. It's kind of strange. I don't like country, putting that out there. So I would describe my music taste as like alternative, which I hate because it's like, I listen to like alternative indie bands, but I do like music like that. I also kind of like electronic a little bit and some like rock. You'll just kind of hear the music and decide what I am. I don't know what my music taste is. I just listen to what I listen to. So I'm gonna start with just my favorite artists and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna just start off with like my top couple artists. So one of them would be The Neighborhood. That's one of my favorites. One of the only few bands where I like every single song. And yeah, they're definitely one of my favorites. So I love them. I think they're a band too that everyone can kind of get along with, and they have like deep songs sometimes. I also really like Arctic Monkeys. I really like them, and I like their newer albums a little bit better. Some of their old ones is really good. What's that one album called? It's like Fluorescent something, I think. They have an old album too that's really good, and there's a few songs here and there. But I really like their newest album and then this like old one. Another one of my favorites that is kind of like random, but I really like the band Purity Ring. I've actually seen them twice in concert, and they only have 2 albums out. I actually knew them when their old one, somehow I found their old album. Yeah, but Purity Ring is one of my favorites. Like I said, it's kind of like classic. Like I've been listening to them for a long time. One that isn't necessarily my favorite, but I like them, and I just saw, I'm gonna see them in concert actually next month is Bad Sons. My friend's really into them, but I'm seeing them soon, so I guess I'll mention them. They're not my favorite, but I like them, so there's that. I really like the band Bring Me the Horizon. I always think it should be Bring Me to the Horizon. I like their newest album best with the little umbrella on it. I really like that one. Their older stuff is okay, but I like music like that where it's a little bit more like intense, but I don't like straight up screamo. I like newer Bring Me the Horizon stuff because it's a little less screamo and a little bit more like, there's melody to it actually. Oh, Cage the Elephant. I saw them in concert. I've been listening to them for a long time. I've actually learned, the first song I ever learned on the guitar was a Cage the Elephant song. But their newest album, I just got into that recently, and it's great. I love Cage the Elephant. And I think they're more of a band that like, each album has a different sound, and so I feel like almost everyone can find an album that they like from this band. Catfish and the Bottlemen, I don't like their name at all. I think it's a horrible name, but they have great songs. I really like them, and they were touring once and I never saw them, and I was really sad. They even came to a town near me. Oh well. Also, Nothing But Thieves, they actually just came out with a new song a couple days ago. I love them really a lot. The guy's voice is so strange, but I love it. Nothing But Thieves is another band where it's like I like almost every one of their songs because it's so good. I love you. The Moth and the Flame, I feel like them and Catfish and the Bottlemen I always listen to. Like, I feel like they're not the same, obviously, but they have similarities to them, so I definitely mix those two together because they're a good little duo. The Moth and the Flame and Catfish and the Bottlemen. Odessa. I say Odessa. I love them. They're weird, but it's good like study music, or if you just want something in the background. It's all like electronic. There's not really many words. There's some singing in their songs, but they're good. Again, I almost saw them, but I was coming back from the Dominican Republic the night they played, so there was no way that I was gonna be able to see them, which makes me sad. I feel like classics like Panic at the Disco, 21 Pilots, Halsey, things like that. I like them. Not as much as I used to, just because I used to be like very, yes. And now I'm kind of like, I mean they're good, but they're not my favorites. Oh, Parrots! How did I forget? They're one of my favorites. That is another band where it's very much like The Neighborhood, where I like every one of their songs. Every one. They don't have very many songs. They only have an album and a couple singles, but I saw them at Warped Tour last year. They're great. They're coming out with new stuff too. So is The Neighborhood, I know. They've been like hinting, so I'm really excited. James Young, I've been getting into lately. He has, I don't know what his music is. It's kind of like mellow, but also he has like good choruses. And I feel like it's just, I don't know, I like him a lot lately. I've only listened to a few of his songs, but I only had like 2 added. Let me just listen to some more, and I did, and they're great. He's just a fun one to listen to. He's got a good little voice. Bishop Briggs and Phantogram, I think, are also kind of two artists that go good together. They're both female singers and they're kind of more like poppy, electronic-y, indie. Does that make sense? Is that a genre? It is now. So Bishop Briggs, I would say, is more like calm and mellow, but then Phantogram is more like you get pumped. Whoa, my hair. But then I think Phantogram is more like poppy and like you can get into the chorus and it's like you can jam out to it, and like all their songs are great. Brutes. Forgot to mention Brutes. So Brutes actually saw in concert. That was a lot of fun. They only have 2 albums, and unfortunately their older one is better than their newer one, which makes me sad because if they ever come out with new music, I know it won't necessarily be like their older one, you feel me? Also, I forgot to mention bands like Nirvana and like oldie but goodie songs. I mean, you'll listen to them and you'll be like, oh yeah, I know who these are. Like, you all know Nirvana. If you know the band Evanescence, that's like middle school for me. They sing the song that's like, wake me up, wake me up. So the Vampire Weekend, they're one of the bands where I'm like, do I even like their music? Why am I listening to it? But I continue to listen to it, so I must like it. Their songs are more like, I don't know, I feel like I would listen to them when I'm like on an island. Kind of like Modest Mouse. Their songs, there's one song called Lampshades on Fire, and I hate that song, but every time it comes on shuffle, I must play it, I must listen to it, because I also love it at the same time, if that makes sense. So like I said, I do like some like rockier music too. Like I like Volbeat a lot. They're from someplace in Europe, maybe like Germany or Norway or Sweden or something like that. I really like some of their songs. I haven't listened to all of them. Of all these, I like some rock songs, but I don't necessarily listen to all their music. Issues isn't bad, I just don't like their screamo parts of the songs. So there's songs where there's less screamo and more. Tyler Carter, when he sings, I like it, but when that screamo guy sings, I don't like it. So yeah, it's like a love-hate relationship. Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers, they're really good. I feel like they're like a classic. Their newer stuff, I don't like as much. There's one song, it's called like Robot, Go Robot or something, which again is one of those songs where I absolutely hate it, but I must listen to it. But their older stuff is really good. The Black Keys, I really like them. I don't know if they've come out with anything new recently, but they're one of the songs, or they're one of the artists where it's like they have really good songs out there. Yeah, no, walk on the same. Alright, I think that's enough. I think I've been recording long enough. I think I have enough footage to make a video. So those are some of my favorite artists. Hopefully you found this video interesting or helpful. Like I said, I will make a playlist somehow on YouTube. If I can link it somehow, then here it is, or in the description. Just to a couple songs of these if you want to listen to that and get a little taste of what I like. Like I said, I can make a part 2 of more like hidden songs where it's like, I don't know who this artist is or what this song is, but I like it. Where it's less known, because I feel like when you say Nirvana, people are like, yeah, I know who they are. But if I say insert name here, people are like, I'm sorry, what? Like, I have a song from an artist called Cocaine Jesus, and it's actually not bad. But yeah, if you want a part 2 with more songs like that, let me know. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!